Now, if you've been watching my channel, this video is probably not for you, but it's for your friends and family that eat carbohydrates, because we know you are on the ketogenic diet. So if you have friends and family that are not on the ketogenic diet, you can show them this video. But the question is, why do people crave salt after they eat sweet or even after they eat some carbohydrate? We're going to talk about why that is. So let's say, for example, your friend, not you, eats some cake, drinks a soda, eats candy, cookies, a donut, ice cream, and then later that day or night, start craving some salt. They need some chips, right? They need something salty. Why is that? Because when you start getting high blood glucose, there's too much sugar in the blood, sodium starts leaking out of your cells because of what glucose does to the cell. It's very osmotic, which I don't want to get into the details on the mechanism, but just realize that when you have high glucose in your blood, you tend to lose sodium in certain places in the body. And you also become deficient in potassium. So you have hyponatremia, which is low sodium, and hypokalemia, which is low potassium. Now, the symptom of low sodium would be you crave salt, and you can actually develop a headache or have adrenal stress. You can feel more stress. And this is why sometimes when people eat more salt, they feel calm. They can actually relax, and their cravings go away. Their headaches go away, at least for a minute. But what are the cravings for low potassium? There is none. You're not going to crave a big salad after this event, are you? Usually not, because there's no cravings when you're low in potassium, even though you should be consuming a high potassium food like a big salad. People don't. The ratio of sodium to potassium should be 1:2. You should always have twice as much potassium. So here's a person who eats the carb, then they eat the salt, they satisfy this, but they don't satisfy potassium. Because when you actually just have more salt without the potassium, you create even more of a deficiency of potassium if you look at the ratios. And then all sorts of other things will happen. You may get palpitations. You may feel this loud pounding in the inner ear, like your heartbeat is like that on the pillow when you're trying to sleep. You're going to have a hard time sleeping because potassium is a physiological tranquilizer. It relaxes you. Potassium also gives you energy, so you may feel fatigue. You may feel out of breath when you're going up a stairs. Potassium also is involved with preventing leg cramps because it's an electrolyte and it's needed in the muscles for various things. So for those of you that are on carbs, you don't want to forget about this potassium, to take that either in a supplement or an electrolyte or just a large salad. But for those of you that are regularly watching my videos, you don't have to worry about this whole thing because you're not eating carbs. So you're not going to develop these issues right here because you're doing the healthy version of keto. But if you're not on keto and you want to know how to do this, I put a link down below and I'll explain exactly how to do the healthy version of keto and intermittent fasting. So if you're enjoying my content, which I hope you are, and you're applying this knowledge to your health, and you have a success, I would really appreciate you sharing your success story. So click the link down below to my website where you can upload your success story so you can help inspire others.